Charcoal, or biochar, is an amazing addition to any garden. It's like giving your soil a huge upgrade, creating the perfect home for beneficial microbes, improving how well your soil holds water, and making nutrients more available to your plants. If you don't have any charcoal at home, that's not a problem at all. Today, we're going to show you how to make your own. Not only that, but we'll turn it into a nutrient-rich and microbe-packed mixture that will help transform your garden soil into a thriving, fertile environment for years to come. The first step is making the charcoal itself. To do this, you'll need some wood. It's important to use hardwood for this process because it burns slower and forms charcoal more effectively. If you use softwood, it tends to burn quickly and turn into ash instead. While wood ash is still beneficial for the garden, what we really need here is charcoal. Once you have your wood, find a safe outdoor space to burn it. Light the wood and let it burn until the flames start to die down. As it smolders, the fire creates chunks of blackened wood. When the fire has completely gone out, let the wood cool down fully. This step is important to prevent burns and make the charcoal easier to handle. After everything is cooled, the next step is to separate the charcoal from the ash. Look for the black chunks of wood that haven't fully burned down. These are your pieces of charcoal. Gently scoop them out and set them aside. At this stage, you may notice some wood ash mixed in, which is fine. If you end up with more ash than charcoal, don't worry. It's still a great addition to your garden. However, to make this specific mixture, we'll focus on the charcoal pieces. Now that you have your charcoal, the next step is to break it into smaller pieces. Take something sturdy like a brick or hammer and carefully crush the charcoal. You don't need to grind it into powder, but you want the pieces to be small enough to mix well with other ingredients. Finer pieces are easier to incorporate into the soil and will work better in the fermentation process. Once the charcoal is crushed into small bits, it's time to start building our mixture. Place the crushed charcoal into a clean 5-gallon bucket. Make sure there's enough room in the bucket for the other ingredients, as we'll be adding several more components to create the final product. Next, we're going to add an equal amount of compost or well-rotted manure. This is a critical step because it introduces beneficial microbes and nutrients into the mix. These microbes will eventually colonize the pores in the charcoal, turning it into biochar, which is even more effective at improving your soil. Now, to supercharge this mixture, we'll add a jug of liquid fertilizer. If you've made liquid fertilizer before, this is the perfect time to use it. If you haven't, you can check out how to make your own in one of our tutorials. Liquid fertilizer adds extra nutrients and promotes the growth of healthy microbes, making the final mixture even more powerful for your plants and soil. After adding the liquid fertilizer, fill the rest of the bucket with non-chlorinated water. Rainwater's ideal, but if you only have tap water, let it sit out for a few hours to allow the chlorine to evaporate. Chlorine can harm the microbes, so it's important to use water that is safe for them. Once everything is in the bucket, grab a sturdy stick or similar tool and mix the contents thoroughly. Make sure all the ingredients are combined evenly. When the mixture is well mixed, cover the bucket loosely. You don't want to seal it tightly because the microbes need some airflow to thrive. A loose cover will keep debris out while allowing the mixture to breathe. Let the bucket sit for at least 7 days. During this time, the fermentation process takes place. The microbes from the compost or manure will multiply and spread into the pores of the charcoal. This fermentation period is what transforms the crushed charcoal into biochar. After the 7 days are up, it's time to check your mixture. Open the bucket and give everything a good stir. You'll notice that the contents have changed slightly in texture and smell. This is a sign that the fermentation process was successful. The mixture is now ready to use in your garden. Before applying it, there's one important step to remember. Make sure the soil in your garden bed is moist. This is crucial because the microbes in the mixture need moisture to survive and thrive. If the soil is too dry, water it lightly before adding the biochar mixture. Pour the mixture evenly over your garden bed, ensuring that it spreads across the surface. Over time, the biochar will work its way into the soil, improving its structure and fertility. If you want to use this mixture as a fertilizer for individual plants, that's perfectly fine too. However, you'll need to dilute it first. Use a ratio of 1 part biochar mixture to 10 parts water. Mix the diluted solution well, then apply it around the base of your plants. This will give them a gentle nutrient boost without overwhelming them. This process isn't just about improving your soil. It's also a fantastic way to recycle natural materials and reduce waste. By turning wood, compost, and liquid fertilizer into a powerful soil amendment, you're creating a sustainable system that benefits both your garden and the environment. Over time, your soil will become richer, better at holding water, and more capable of supporting healthy plants. The benefits of this method will last for years, making it an investment in the long-term health of your garden. Using this biochar mixture regularly can transform your gardening experience. You'll notice healthier plants, bigger harvests, and soil that feels alive and vibrant. It's a simple, affordable process that anyone can do, and the results are truly rewarding. To learn more about gardening techniques, homemade fertilizers, and other tips, make sure to explore our other tutorials. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content. Together, we can create thriving gardens and enjoy the satisfaction of growing our own food and flowers.